Hello, hello, hello. Especially you, Stormy, because I know you're here to gloat. Couldn't wait for Pre-3, just had to go out there and stomp it already. Couldn't, just so impatient. By the way,
I don't follow.
yeah. Um,
But anyway,
Season 6, Week 8, Kylo, it's the best game ever made.
well, I mean, I don't think anything can break my spirits right now. I am feeling a hell of a lot better over COVID. I'm sleeping better throughout the night. I don't have tickly coughs. I caught the sidereal whale in Final Fantasy 14. That means I've caught every fish,
It's
overworld, and fuck it, bye.
ET. All right. Well then. Um. So, Kylo's favorite game, ET. Everybody's favorite game, right? On the Atari, of course. It's gonna be a fun one, everyone. So, let's take a look at our rules. Those aren't the rules. Those are the results. Hold on. Go away. There we go. Much better. So, oh, are you back, Kylo? Are you back?
That was just a clip.
Okay. Are you back? Are you back with us now? Are you gonna be? Did you calm down?
I've calmed down. I've drank a fifth of vodka. I should be fine.
I was gonna say you can go back to the timeout corner if you need to. ET, everyone.
You just had to tear me down after a great day. Let me tell
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah. I can't let any happiness slide. I'm part of the council now.
Yeah, fair enough.
My job. All right, everyone. So, if you've played it before, you know exactly what you're getting into. The only difference, basically, this time is now instead of 1 hour, you have 2 hours of hell. Playing on the Stella. So this is the emulator for the Atari 2600. And let's see, about E.T. the Extraterrestrial, a landmark release for the Atari 2600, stands as a cautionary tale in the history of video games. Launched in 1982 to capitalize on the success of the blockbuster film, the game follows the titular alien as it attempts to find its way home. However, due to rushed development and technical limitations, aka one guy made it over 6 weeks, the game suffered from confusing gameplay mechanics and lackluster graphics. I mean, Atari graphics, you kind of got to give it a little bit of a pass there.
I mean, that's the only pass I'll give it.
Right. E.T. on the Atari 2600 is often cited as one of the worst video games ever made, leading to massive unsold copies and contributing to the video game industry crash of 1983, which I am constantly reminded only was really focused on North America, and Europe didn't really have a crash in 1983. But I think that's probably a lot. I would say, in my opinion, that's probably due to the Atari's overwhelming popularity here in North America, whereas the Europeans were more on the personal computer side of things.
Yeah, they probably had some stupid name for it, like the Mega Drive or something. I don't know.
The Mega PC. Despite its critical failure, the game's legacy endures as a symbol of the importance of quality game design and thorough development processes. Nobody learned anything. Yep, see, Shorty said, no crash here, no one had Ataris. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured is that Atari was so because Atari was huge here in the 80s. And
Mm-hmm.
then, E.T. comes out right before Christmas, and these kids, oh, E.T., it's the hit movie. I'm gonna play the movie. And then, Daddy, I don't like this game. I hate
E-
Christmas.
I, I can't lie. I was legit afraid of E.T. the movie. There were some scary parts as a kid that I look back and I laugh. But yeah,
Welcome in, Shorty,
like
by the way.
when they see him in the cornfield right off the bat and then they scream, yeah, that scared the shit out of me as a kid. The when they get to the house and then the people in like the astronaut suits come out, they're like terrifying. And then you have ET that looks like a dried up piece of dog poop. That's terrifying too.
He does look like dried up poop. I have never seen EVT, so I did
The
not
only like
did not experience it. Except for some reason, I remember the kid. I don't know why I have seen this one scene. The kid wants to go to Texaco to eat dinner, or something like that. He wants to go to a gas station to eat dinner. What?
I don't remember that. I remember ET getting drunk. I remember Elliot talking about Star Wars figures, which is where Boba Fett I think is like he's named in Return of the Jedi, but they actually call him by name Boba Fett as the figure. Yoda's theme plays during the Halloween scene, which is great. But past that, yeah.
Hmm, okay, I'll take your word for it. So intro. The games on the suck wheel and their respective Oh, so we're just calling everybody out here. So, Alt F4 and Getting Over It were nominated by Good Boy Decky. Garlips uh, issued the not really rule but kind of guideline of picking a new one and picking an old one. So he picked two new ones in Thunderbirds and Blobby. So that's up to him. I picked ET because that was the worst game we had last season, and then I picked Rex Ronan Experimental Surgeon. which is which is an edutainment game about the dangers of smoking.
Oh,
I was really hoping we'd get that because it's so dumb. And by the way, the dangers of smoking is that you have to shrink into a little man and jump into a guy's body and shoot the cancer with lasers.
sounds like almost like an episode of Futurama.
Right, it's so dumb and the controls like crap. And yeah, I hate it. Tater also went with two new games, Only Up and Captain Planet on the Mega Drive. Uh, Kythius, who was kind enough to reboot the website for me about 20 minutes ago because it wasn't working. He nominated Quap as a return and Echo the Dolphin as a new one. And Octo went for Bart versus the Space Mutants, which I actually have a soft spot for that game. I do like that one.
Yeah, me too. Like it's funny because as much shit as I love to throw at Octo, he and I are very similar in our game tastes. Because I would have really liked either Bart versus the Space Mutants or the Lost Levels because I love the Lost Levels. Like
Yeah, yeah, he picked
they're
Lost.
hard, but I
I
love them.
I think he picked Lost Levels in a direct shot at Decky, who hates Lost Levels. So
Understandable. Understand. In that case, I salute you, Octo.
um,
Love you,
and,
Dickie.
and then Alondite poked his head out and nominated Superman 64, which is another game that deserves to be on
Ugh,
Suck. That's a bad one. So
that
here's
is.
here's our rules. Number of completions, aka the number of times you win the game, uh, and then how many phone pieces you have on your highest progress, and then your time of highest progress. Hello, Mr. Matt. How are you? So the difference between this rule and the previous rule is that the previous rule, your time was the time of your first completion, but unfortunately we didn't exactly have a lot of people who completed. So Kind of had to
We
adjust that
sure
a little
did
bit.
not.
And then your phone pieces reset after each completion. So you could have one completion and 2 phone pieces, but then if you get another one, it goes to 2 and 0. Just think about it like Mario Worlds. You
Yep.
beat the world, then you have stages. Doing great, Mr. Matt. Thanks for asking, buddy. You're
I
existing.
am feeling much better, Mr. Matt, actually.
I'm
So,
glad. I'm glad you haven't phased into the ether today.
yeah, I mean, past few weeks have been really, really weird for me.
Mr. Matt,
First,
you play Magic, don't you? I feel like you do. I feel like I heard you say you play Magic. Now we wait for him to respond. Yes, I play Magic. Okay. What the fuck was up with the phasing ability? That was dumb. I hated phasing. It was stupid. Like phasing, Phasing. It's one of them old, yeah, phasing, yeah, like horsemanship and banding. One of them real shit ones. Anyway, I'm glad you didn't phase out for this turn. All right. Anyway, made the permanent goes for the battlefield with everything still attached. It re-enters at the end of the turn usually. Yeah, it
those were
sucks.
words. I understand those individual words, but together they make no sense to me.
Basically,
But I don't play Magic, so.
if I can dumb it down as much as possible, the card is in play one turn, and then it's out of play the next turn, and then it's in play again, and then it's out of play. So you have like one monster you can use every other turn.
Okay.
Basically, that's what it's like. It's stupid. I hate it. You always forget. Oh wait, is this the turn that it's in? Is this the turn that it's out? No. Anyway, we bumped the time limit up to 2 hours. I did. Decky wanted 5, but I said no.
Oh my God, Decky, you trying to kill us, man?
I said no.
I mean, not. I shouldn't say us. I'm not playing. I refuse. I downright refuse to fucking play this horrible shit ass game again.
Oh,
Game.
man. Game. Yeah, in quotes, game. Um, yeah, look at all the energy he's
I
putting
love
into
it, Mr. Matt.
That's right. You have 2 hours this time. It's the best blooded deal you're gonna get, you little prick. Thanks, Octo. First off, good
Octo's
commando.
rules are always great.
The game will be played on the Game 1 option. All humans present in the game. The right difficulty switch should be set so that humans should move faster. A position difficulty. The left difficulty switch should be an A, so that Elliot cannot be present when the rescue ship arrives, because it should be as challenging as possible, right? Right? Alright. Basically, we're
I like
playing.
to think that when Octobot writes these up, he's looking at himself in a mirror, talking to himself back and forth. And he's like, yeah, this sounds good.
Yeah,
Now to go to the tube.
in the nude.
Well, there's an image that's in my head now. Thank you.
Yeah, he's a very hairy man.
He's sitting in front of a stand-up mirror, completely buck-ass naked.
Yep.
Why, I don't know.
I mean, it's hair head to toe, like little hobbit feet, you know. For some reason,
Oh my God.
for some reason, my mental image of Octo has him as a very normal, 6-foot guy, but like really tiny feet. Like he has like size 5 shoes.
What are those things in westerns, like they're doing the standoff and then the tumbleweed? So now I'm just imagining him with like as a giant tumbleweed with Octohead. That's all.
Yeah. Yep. He's just a tumble. When that shirt comes off, it's just all bristly and like dry and cracking, and
And then he rolls away.
that's how he gets to work and back. He just rolls away.
I hope this is in his book.
It could be.
Under the participants section, where it has mini bios of everybody.
Bio 2.
BioBuster.
BioBuster. Alright, let's take a look at the manual.
Let's not say we did. There's like 6 pages if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's real quick. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Whoop. Let's zoom out, actually, because I can't see anything. There we go. Oh, you know what? That's not going to work either. I can't read that shit. Nobody can read that shit.
Nobody can.
There we go. That's better. I'm not going to read the fucking story. If you want me to read the story, tune into the one that I posted from last season. Alright, gameplay. Your mission is to help E.T. find the 3 pieces of his interplanetary telephone, call his ship, and guide him to the landing pad in time to be rescued. Do this before E.T.'s energy runs out, and you'll win the round and score points. Oh, precious points. E.T. traverses 6 sites on planet Earth. 4 of these are full of pitfalls. They are dotted with deep wells. Figure 1. These are wells. These weird dark green things are wells. E.T. want clunge? You know what, Mr. Matt? I would not doubt if that's out there. Like that's probably already out there. Into which E.T. can fall, figure 2. A 5th site shows Elliot's house, the Institute of Science, and the FBI building. I think it's funny that Elliot lives right next to the FBI and the Institute of Science. Like, literally.
And it's just his house, nobody else.
Yeah, it's just his house. Like, wow. Did you just... It's like buying a house next to the train tracks. Ugh. It's just like the worst location ever. Here, E.T. is taken by the scientist to be studied. and then just dropped off and left alone. The 6th site is a forest setting where
Which
E.T.
is right next to Elliot's house.
Yeah. It's a forest setting where E.T. first lands and where his ship will land to pick him up.
There's no schools, there's no restaurants, there's no other houses. It's just these 3 things in this entire forest town.
No supermarket. A round ends when E.T. boards the spaceship, or you die. At the end of each round, all your bonus points are displayed. If you want to play another round, simply press the controller's button. E.T.'s telephone pieces and the candy will be redistributed for him to find again. You can play as many rounds as you like, since your bonus points will accumulate. The game ends when E.T. runs out of energy or when you decide to quit playing. Like Kylo. Game is already ended for Kylo.
Yep.
It's already done.
I don't even care about a fucking participation point.
On each site, E.T. moves through various power zones. While in a power zone, E.T. can execute only one of his extraordinary powers. For example, if E.T. is ready to call a spaceship, he must be in a call ship zone. As E.T. stands in a power zone, the symbol for that zone appears at the top center of the screen. At the beginning of each new round, the power zones are redistributed on each site. So everything's fucking shuffled around for every game. You can't even like map this out because all the locations are different. And all the wells have different shit in them. It's all different every time. So here's the FBI building, which looks remarkably like the Science Institute. And then Elliot's house just standing there. So there's a phone part, and there's E.T. falling into the well. So here's a hot tip for you guys. Here's a hot tip. When E.T. falls in the well, he takes damage when he hits the ground. But if you hit the button before he hits the ground, he can safely fall down and not take damage.
That is actually a very hot tip.
That is a hot tip, guys. Only on Pre-3. Nobody in the entire internet can tell you that.
We actually got that hint from Atari Power.
Atari Power.
Back in the day, so.
Atari Power is just E.T. on the front cover jumping on Wart. He's jumping on Wart.
He's jumping on Wart.
I don't know why Wart's there, but
I mean, why is Wharton Link's Awakening?
You know what? He's there to teach you music, all right?
Yeah, same reason that he's there for ET. Teach him music.
Okay. So here you have the FBI agent. This guy will steal your stinking phone parts, and also he's a dirty camping bastard. So
Yeah,
in
that's
or
another hot tip.
it's another hot tip. Um, so the FBI agent, no humans can be present when you get on the ship, and the FBI agent has a tendency to get stuck when he's leaving the screen. So he'll just sit there and camp your ass. It's awful. And if he touches you, he steals a phone part. And he's very slick about it. He will pop from right on the border of the screen, stick his finger in your butt, take a piece of phone, and leave in like a split second. It's awful.
Yep.
So up here in the middle, you can see what power zone you're in. So this is what will happen if you stand still and hit the button. Yeah, the way he'll just pop in and snipe you. Yeah, it's yeah. Uh-huh. Worst is how easy it is to fall in pits. Yes. Falling into a pit immediately on screen transition is the one that annoys me so much. You have no time to react, nothing. You just change screen and boop, down into a hole.
I have always been a fan, asterisk, not a fan, of escaping a pit only to fall immediately into the pit because you didn't move far enough away.
Yeah.
Like you get a pixel width or something, and you're just like, boop, boop,
Yep.
boop, boop, boop.
If even a pixel of ET is still touching the pit when you let go of the button, you will go back into the pit. It's just, you have to make sure. And for some reason, you have to exit the pits by going left or right. You cannot go up or down to get out of the pits because for some reason that just sends you right back into the pit. You have to go left or right. Things you only learn on Pre-3, baby.
It's a shitty designed game. It's a shitty
Shitty
designed
design
game.
game.
It's
It's
a
a
shitty
shitty
designed
design
game.
game. Shove
And
it
I'm
up
not
your
gonna
ass.
play it. There you go. Okay, I like yours better. Yeah.
uh, oh no, Brownie.
Brown's clowns. Wait.
Brown. Yeah, I'll let you think on that one while I go ahead.
Yeah,
So
you go.
here you have an indicator for how many phone pieces you have. There are 3 in total. And here's the countdown clock that turns on when you call the ship. So when you call the ship, it doesn't just immediately show up and you leave. No, 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 no. You have this uh, APB that goes out to all the humans in the area to come and stick their finger in your butt. Um, and it's like, it's got to be better than 10 seconds. It's got to be longer than that. It feels like an eternity. Um, so not only do you have to call, so on this screen somewhere is the call ship zone. You call the ship, and then you have to find the landing zone, which is over here, which is on this screen somewhere. So you have to call the ship, go to the landing zone, and be there when that countdown hits 0, and not get a finger in your butt in the meantime. It's awful. This part is the worst.
So many fingers and butts.
So many butt fingers. All right, so here's your power zones. The question mark is the find phone piece zone. If you step on this, use it. It will take some energy, but if there is, yeah, well, you know, just kind of what this game makes me think
This
of.
isn't
All
our
right.
favorite game, Stormy. So who's really a fan of the Butterfingers?
Butterfinger. Nobody better let her finger on my Butterfinger.
Don't have a cow, man.
I was thinking about Butterfinger BBs. I liked those.
Is it because you linked me that old food stuff with the
Yeah,
3D Doritos?
yeah, it was on that list too, and I was like, man, I remember Butterfinger BBs. Those rocked.
Yeah, I mean, original Butterfingers used to rock too.
I like
Now they're
Butterfingers.
just shit.
So anyway, you step on the question mark, you hit the button, and if there's any phone pieces on the current screen in any wells, they'll blink. They'll blink real briefly. Um, this little 3-pillar thing that looks a lot like the Science Institute slash FBI building will send all humans in the area back home. So So this is what you basically want to be spamming when you're trying to get called up on the ship. Um, this little donut-looking thing here lets you eat the Reese's Pieces and get energy back. So if you've collected them, they'll show up down here on the bottom bar how many you have, and you can eat that to get a little bit of energy boost. This one here lets you call Elliot. Um, so if you have
What's up?
so if you have 9 candy pieces, Elliot will take the candy, chase away dangerous humans, and leave to find a missing phone piece. So it costs you 9. 9 is as many you can hold. If you have less than 99 candy pieces, Elliot will take the candy and go back home. You do get points for the candy though, so there's that. The
Trick or
arrows,
treat?
yeah, trick or treat. The arrows will teleport you that direction, basically to the next screen in that direction. Call ship zone, it calls the ship and it starts the timer. Landing zone, you got to be standing on that when that timer hits 0, and there can be no humans on the screen. So that's, yeah,
Which is just the worst.
it's awful. Yeah, that just 10-second panic there. Fingers in all the butts. So while trying to get home, E.T. encounters many hindrances. He might fall into a well. The FBI agent can take away his phone pieces and candy by touching him. Oh yeah, if you're out of phone pieces, the FBI will take your candy. Uncle Sam, man, I'm telling you. The
They're not taking away your phone, they're taking away your candy.
The scientists will show up, and all they do is just drag you back to the science place. Bill Nye shows up. He takes you back to his science lab, and then
Bill Nye
shows up, takes you back to the science lab, drops you off, and leaves. Like that's all he does.
He grabs you and on the entire way back. Bill.
So like I said, the FBI agent will steal one phone piece at a time and then take your candy after that. E.T. uses energy when he seeks phone pieces, executes special powers, or when he's escaping from dangerous humans. Although E.T. can replenish his energy with candy pieces, the supply is limited, so they should only be used for energy in an emergency. E.T.'s energy expires before he is rescued. Elliot will appear on the screen to save the waning E.T. by merging with him. Finger and butt. This emergency measure results in a revived ET carrying 1,500 energy units. Elliot can merge with ET 3 times per game, aka you have 3 lives. Once during a round, however, ET can encounter a wilted flower hidden in the bottom of a well. If ET revives the flower using his ability, you get an extra life. If ET runs out of energy after the last life, you go into hibernation and you have to start the game over. So in one of the wells, there's going to be a wilted flower. If you go up to it and use your ability on it, you can revive the flower, and that gives you an extra life. All right. So how to use the joystick?
It's a joystick. If you don't know how to use a joystick by now,
I mean,
then you have no joy.
It's an Atari, so you're going to move in 8 directions, and you have one button. If you hold the button while moving, you can run faster, but it costs more energy. Just moving regular costs energy. If you hold still and hit the button, that's how you use your powers. I think that's it. That's really all there is to it, to the controls. Oh, and when you're falling, if you hit the button, you can stop yourself from hitting the ground. Also, look at E.T.'s little wiener. Look at his little pixel wiener.
Yep. That's a pixel weenie. Or a turd, but, you know.
Scoring doesn't matter. We don't care. Game manual provides basic information you'll need to rescue E.T. But remember, E.T. is an adventure game, and adventure games are full of surprises. This game has a lot of surprises. So keep your eyes and mind open, experiment with various techniques, and expect the unexpected. Following are just a few hints to help you get E.T. rescued before his energy runs out. As you play the game, you'll discover other strategies. No suit E.T. Use the wells as escape routes. Since humans can't go in the wells, ET can deliberately fall into one if a threatening human approaches. Remember, floating in and out of wells costs energy. Since the game is set up so that only one human at a time can be on the screen with ET, you may occasionally want to let the scientist capture ET. This way, the FBI agent can't get to our hero and take away precious phone pieces. Give Elliot as many pieces of candy as possible. The more you give him, the more bonus points you score at the end of the game. For our purposes, this is bupkis. Do
Yep.
not do it. To pause play, allow ET to fall into a well. You can leave him there as long as you like without endangering ET or subtracting from his energy. When you're ready to play again, levitate ET out of the well and resume the game. So yeah, if you need to stop, if you need to pause your timer and go take a poop, just fall into a well. You just leave it there.
Or as I
Sometimes,
like to call it, take an ET.
yeah. Sometimes ET will fall back into a well after he has levitated up to the surface. Sometimes. Sometimes he will. Yeah,
Yeah,
he will often do that. To
most
prevent
times.
to prevent this, move ET right or left immediately after the scene changes from the well interior to the planet's surface. ET will move from the well onto solid ground in the same direction you move your joystick. And that is the end of the book. Wow, I don't even see.
Any phone numbers to call if we have problems with this game?
That's what I was wondering. I don't see any. Maybe on the front.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Possibly.
Nope.
No.
No, they didn't want
Who
to
were we
get.
supposed to call?
Oh, maybe here we go. Oh my god, it's so small.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't see any phone numbers. You have to mail them. Oh, here we go. Up here in the top. 800
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get this going. Keypad 800
672
672
1404.
1404. I'll just do a quick show there. Don't think anyone's going to be able to see, but I don't care. Here we go.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance. We have a special promotion today for select callers. If you are over 50, please press 1
It's the
now.
same one.
We've had that before, yes.
It was the same one.
The over 51.
Okay.
What company is just going up buying these old phone numbers?
I don't know, man. Apparently boner websites or something.
Now, for what it's worth, we never confirmed that that's what it is, but that's the headcanon that we've got for it.
Yeah, it's a sex line. It's got to be.
Exactly.
Toll free sex line, mind you. Um,
If you would like a finger up, never mind.
yeah. Well, we got the game for you. So here's how you're going to set up Stella. The website's right there, stella-emu.github.io/downloads.html. You'll pick the latest release there that suits your machine. And then I wasn't actually able to find the ROM on CD Romance. So I went and found it on Vims. And they do have it.
Oh.
So this is the one you're going to look for. I'll drag it over here so it's not in the chat. That's the one you're looking for. It's the only one that Vims has. And then when you get into Stella, you open it up. You will navigate to wherever you put the ROM. And you'll select ET and you'll hit Options. You'll go to Console option, or I think it's Game Options. And then you'll go to the Console tab here. And then you will do left difficulty and right difficulty will be on A. Just remember to do that. And then you hit OK, and then you hit play. So, easy peasy.
And then hate yourself for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a bad time. All right. Yeah. All right. So that's ET. It's gonna suck, everyone. It does suck.
It's gonna suck.
You
But
know
at
what
least
does-
now we get to do our favorite thing.
I was gonna say, you know what doesn't suck? The wheel of, we might have to rebrand this wheel this season. The wheel of definitely not getting this place. We haven't had a single match yet. This is Super Mario 3 here we're looking at. And still no matches. And I think part of it is that we have like twice as many competitors this season than we did last season.
That is true. Like the numbers keep growing, and it's great. I am very, very happy about that. But yeah, for a top 10 list, only 10 people can make it. So
here's the list of people not gonna make these positions.
yeah.
Number 10.
Numeral 10. I am behind you by a good 2 seconds at least, so I am just now seeing CKJ.
CKJ. I haven't seen him in a bit. I hope he's still around. I hope he'll come back.
Off the wheel. No.
Off the wheel. Get out of here.
Number 9.
It is Fiona.
All right. Nerdy Fiona at number 9. All right, let's hit up number 8.
Song for introducing the Spunkin' Wheel. I mean, I could. I don't want to. It's a lot of work. Fuchsia.
Oh, thank God, because it wasn't going to be me. Way to go, Fuchsia, grabbing up number 8. All right, number 7.
Oh, are we gonna see Big Captain do ET?
Oh, he's gonna hate himself if he does. I think it rolled over to ads though.
It did,
Yep.
but
All
it
right.
just made me think that he's gonna have to do it if he's sticking around. Oh, we'll get to see Rafe Call do it too. Ah, ha, ha, ha. You guys are my friends, and I get to watch you suffer.
I'll be joining it on watching the suffering.
Yeah, Decky is definitely not getting 6th place. I don't know.
Nice try though, Decky. Nice try.
I don't know if Decky's gonna play this one.
I don't know either, but that takes care of the bottom half. Let's see what happens for the top half. Number 5 goes to
Gekish.
Beckish, looks like.
Friend to Garlips and also friend to all. Hey, man.
Number 4.
Now, Quantum could actually get 4th place. I could see that. He knows how to play this game.
Fair. Quantum P1.
But Decky also knows how to play it too, but I just don't see him making it through the 2 hours.
A sane choice.
Yeah, I see him tapping out.
All right, we go to the top 3, starting with
Kythius is not getting 3rd place.
Fish himself. All right.
I doubt he's going to play this one.
Number 2 going to
Oh, tipped over at the last second there.
to 16-bit then. 16-bit Hyper Turbo. I bet he'd be definitely okay with a number 2 spot.
I bet he'd be super happy with that. I don't think he's getting it, but
And the number 1 spot for this horrible, horrible game.
D-Mac.
D-Mac.
Congratulations, buddy.
Which stands for something completely different where I live, but
It sure does.
two C's even. But every time I see his name, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm back in Des Moines.
Oh yeah.
For anyone curious, DMACC here, DMACC, refers to the Des Moines Area Community College. So that they call themselves DMACC.
Okay.
All right. Reading off that list again. At number 10 is CKJ. At number 9 is Nerdy Fiona. At number 8 is Fuchsia. Number 7, Adrian's Revenge. Number 6, Decky F. At number 5, Gekish. At number 4, it's Quantum P1. Number 3, it's Kythius. At number 2, it's it's 16-bit Hyper Turbo. And at number 1, the 16-bit, yeah, or the 16th bit. Number 1 is DMACC. Congratulations, everybody, because you have to have been better than 18 rounds to have knocked Stormy off of that first place spot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the first place has already been set in stone. So the best you're gonna do is, I mean, even second place is like 8 right now.
Is it really?
Yeah, Fuchsia put on a really good show. He said after the first hour, he was getting the hang of it real well. So, anyway, that's us for this week.
To those about to suck, we salute you.
Yeah, suck has finally been chosen. It's finally getting over with. Maybe next week we'll have a good game. Maybe we won't.
I mean, we've had a couple of really great games, and then just suddenly this shit bomb. So,
let's take a look. Actually, beep, boop, beep. What do we got left? Looking at the scores, Captain's catching up. 9 points from first place, Captain.
Hey, I'm just in the top 10. I'm happy to be there.
You're doing quite well. Still got a point on Rafecow.
I absolutely hate that twice now Big Captain has come in and just knocked me down a spot, and I'm just like, Stormy was like so excited because she's claimed first place, and she messaged me in Discord last night, and my reply to her, which is definitely more not shots, but like more rage directed at Big Captain than Stormy. But I replied with, gotta scroll up, give me a second here. Thought so. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I hope Big Captain comes in and gets 19, knocking you down a place like he's done for me twice now.
Yeah, he did that for Mario and Tony Hawk, right?
Yep.
Oh, when are you playing Fatal Frame?
I don't know. Probably today or tomorrow. Cool. Probably tomorrow.
I want to watch.
Because I will have the house to myself. So.
Oh, okay. Nice. That'll be cool. I'd like to see that. Let's see. So we got Crash Team Racing. That's a good one. Croc is poop. Mini games could be fun, but it's gonna.
I don't know if I'm gonna participate in that one either. That's just too much for even me.
It's a lot of rules, but
yeah.
If you settle down, remember to pause your timer when you're changing games. It's not that bad. Just read it through. We got Return of the Legends next week. That's what it is.
I'm looking forward to seeing what will land there.
We have Aladdin and Bomberman Quest and the Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Man, if we get Aladdin,
Crash Bandicoot. Dark Cloud's back on the menu. I don't know why it was gone, but it's there. Daytona, Dead or Alive, Dead Rising, Don't Starve, Dynamite Heady, Enter the Gun. God, we played a lot of games in 3 seasons.
I know.
Oh, ET's there. We can get another ET.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think it'll be taken off. I don't think we're gonna have ET twice.
It had better. If they keep it on and in a weird twist of cruel fate, it lands on it, I'm just.
Double ET back-to-back weeks. ET for everyone.
Fish already said he won't spin it again. Good.
Yeah. Fantasy General, Faster Light, Final Fight, GoldenEye, GTA Emergency, Into the Breach, Lemmings, Marathon, Mega Man Wily Wars. Hell yeah. We need more Mega Man. Like actual
Yeah,
Mega
we
Man.
do.
Not Mega Man Soccer, like actual Mega Man.
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid VR missions, that was a good one. Metal Slug X, Mirror's Edge. Oh, Nightshade was so good. Pepsi Man was good. Pokemon Gold. Populous was
What
good.
could have been good?
Portal Reloaded.
I think if it was just Pokemon Gold Nuzlocke, which I'm hoping this is the case. If it lands on Pokemon Gold, I hope they get rid of the word hardcore.
I want to say that's the plan. I want to say it's just going to be regular Nuzzy. Mega Man X Rugby League for the N64. Hey, I like Mega Man Legends, okay? Mega Man 64, Mega Man Legends, same game. Raymond, no thanks.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Shinobi. Oh, I liked... Everybody hated Shinobi, but I liked it. I thought it was alright. I thought it was kind of easy, though. Except for the final boss was suddenly hard, even though he's the same exact as the whole fucking game leading up to him. It's so, I don't know why I got stuck on the last boss thinking he would be something different, but no, it's literally just chain together all the enemies and then hit the boss last, and then you win. You literally only have to do it once.
What week are we on? What week is this? 9? 8.
This week is 8, so next week is 9. So next week is the Return of a Legend, and then week 10 will be Forgotten Round.
Okay. Just sending you the list so I can close out of the notepad.
Sure. Oh, zombies, Worms, Armageddon, Typing of the Dead. There's another one for you, Stormy. Tomb Raider, Toe Jam. I love Toe Jam and Earl. Tag, System Shock, Monkey Ball 2.
You know who else loves Toe Jam and Earl?
Who's that?
Wouldn't it be Tater?
Tater loves himself some Toe Jam and Earl, alright.
Isn't that where the whole geese thing originated from?
It certainly did. That was his first game on the wheel.
Okay.
He came in so confident and got knocked down several pegs. Star Wars Rogue Squadron was good.
Oh, I love Rogue Squadron.
Star Fox, like playing just regular Star Fox without the patch, probably would be good. And
I believe Star Fox was one I skipped, so
it wasn't bad. I didn't mind the Go Fast patch, but I kind of just prefer the original, I think. All right, well, that's it for week 8, guys. Best of luck on ET. Grind it out. It's 2 hours, thankfully, so you're not going to be there for the full 5. Yes, I am a little bit merciful. But do your best. Remember what Pre-3 taught you, and we'll catch you next week.
alrighty.
Bye, everyone. Let's see who we can raid. Who's online right now?
Oh,
Who's doing
Tater.
wheel stuff? Is Tater doing wheel stuff?
Tater's racing.
Let's see, who am I following? Grom is doing Vampire. Oh, Schmumbler's doing ET.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, we're going to Schmumbler. Doing ET.
Let's say hi to Schmumbler.
Alright, catch you next week, guys.